So I wanted to have a little series sharing with you guys ways that I use the Le Creuset items that I've purchased. And I put in one of the videos, I was asking if anybody was interested in that because I've been interested in seeing those just by ordinary people, like how they're using their Le Creuset items. And so I just thought, if I don't find them, I will do it. So without further ado, I'm just, every now and again I'll share, not necessarily a recipe because I'm not a chef, I'm just a home chef, home cook. I enjoy cooking, not just cooking for my family, but I literally enjoy cooking. I get that from my mom, and she's a foodie, so am I. And then we have just a family of people who just enjoy different types of foods, and so I just enjoy playing around in the kitchen. And so I'm going to share that with you guys today. I'm going to use the Le Creuset soup pot to make a quinoa medley, vegetable medley. And this is just one way that I've been using it. I think this week everybody's kind of tired of pasta and rice, so I'm doing something a little bit different today. It's actually not my day to cook. It's another person's day to cook, but they have some classwork to do, and so I'm just going to make something to be nice. Anyway, so let's get into it. So I'll just show you what I'm going to use first. So I have my quinoa here, and I'm going to season the water. I'm just going to use this to make a broth. So let's get into it. So first I'm going to add my 4 cups of water. So I'm going to make 2 cups of quinoa, and that should be enough for all of us. And next I'll add the Quinoa bouillon, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. So this is 2 tablespoons of the Quinoa bouillon. And by the way, this is a really neat thing I found at Crate & Barrel. So on one side you have the 2 tablespoons, and then on the other side you have the 1 tablespoon. It really does come in handy. So I'm gonna put this in, and then I'm just gonna whisk it. And I'm using the Le Creuset, I think this is the basting brush, but it really does come in handy if you're trying to whisk everything. And when I'm sure you all know how to cook quinoa, so I'm not going to tell you that part. I mean, I know I don't have to tell you how to cook quinoa, but I'm going to put my quinoa in now. So I'm going to put, this is the 1st cup of quinoa, and this is the 2nd cup. Now I'm going to whisk it around with my handy dandy basting brush again. And now I'm just going to let that come to a boil, and then I'll put the lid on it and let it simmer for 15 minutes. While I'm waiting for the quinoa to start boiling, so I'm going to use tofu. I have my onions and garlic here, carrots, broccoli, and bok choy, and my handy dandy crushed calabrian chili peppers. Yeah, you can't have a good sauce or a good vegetable medley without a little bit of heat. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. I bought this at our Italian grocery store. It is so good. Now that the stock and quinoa is boiling, I'm going to turn it down to simmer and put the lid on it and time it for 15 minutes. So I came back to check on it, and I'm gonna leave it for probably about 5 more minutes. It's almost done. Okay, now while this finishes up, I'm just gonna go ahead and cook my vegetables and put it all together. And then I'll show you guys the finished product. So I'm going to use the Le Creuset brazier. This is a 3.5 size to saute my vegetables and tofu. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt, pepper. Now I'm going to add the onions and garlic, my handy dandy red chili paste. Let this cook down. I'm also going to add a little bit of this Italian seasoning. It looks so good. It has dried chili peppers, parsley, garlic, dried tomatoes, salt, and yeah. I got it from our Italian grocery store. So if you have one in your area, you can check it out. And I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of the chicken flavor bouillon. Now time to add these vegetables. So I'm going to let that cook down for like 3 minutes and the vegetables will be done. It's a really quick meal. Okay, now it's all done. And I'm going to mix it in with the quinoa.
Bonjour!
Oh, go ahead.
Hello.
So Madison is going to taste test it for us. Can you bring your bowl? Oh, let me show you what the finished product looked like. So this is the finished product. So it's quinoa with the vegetables and the tofu all together. Madison doesn't really care for quinoa that much, but she's going to be my... so she's going to taste test it for us. Wait. Okay, go ahead.
It's actually pretty good. Did you put some spice in it?
Yeah, you know, I'm from New Orleans. My family's from New Orleans, girl. We have to kick up the heat.
Did you use like bouillon cubes?
Yeah, I use bouillon. I use the Quinoa bouillon, and I also use the that Italian pepper.
It's good. I'm being genuine.
Thank you very much.
I was scared.
Can you take us out? Guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.